Hello, lovelies. I have quite the experience to share with you guys. I am so excited. This was so amazing. So I am Victoria. I am an energy clearer. I do energy clearing sessions. And you can find me on Facebook at Anahatara. You can find me on Instagram at Anahatara333 and on YouTube at Anahatara333. So, Anahatara is Anahatara. Anahatara. So I have been doing some mentoring sessions with this beautiful, wonderful woman, Amira Atlantis. You can find her on Facebook or Instagram, Amira Atlantis. She does past life regression sessions. She does soul progression sessions, past life regression sessions. I don't know if I said that correctly the first time. And soul progression sessions and some other things as well, including mentoring sessions. So I've been doing some mentoring with her, and we did a soul progression yesterday afternoon. And holy cow. I learned so much about myself, who I am. I learned why I've experienced a lot of the things I've experienced. So I learned that I have had many lives on Lemuria, and then I went into Telos and have stayed there until I came here into this body. So it was so amazing to find this out. I'm going to tell you all the details in a second, but when I was a kid, when I was like in high school, in grade school, I would walk around feeling like I look a certain way. And then I would look in a mirror and I'm like, that's not what I look like. This is my body. This isn't my body. This isn't what I look like. And it's not like I had a clear expectation of what I was supposed to look like. It wasn't that. It wasn't this. It was a very, very weird feeling. And especially being a teenager, it was so confusing for me to have this feeling that I'm not me. I guess is the only way to explain that. I always had this feeling like I was looking out from somebody else's body. And I'm so glad that I wasn't taken advantage of, because I could have gone down many different roads, identity-wise, because I was so confused about what was going on. Now I know. I've had these feelings of knowingness, but after this session I had with Amira, I saw it. I know. I absolutely know to the bottom of my heart, to my core, that I am Lemurian. Lemurians tend to have, well, first of all, they have a light body. They're in the 5D, so they have a light body, but it's in a form, and it's like a tall, I would say like a tall, slender form. Um, and that's exactly how I felt. I didn't have like, I was a chunky kid. I grew up with chunky kid, and I got picked on for it. So you would think that I was thinking I want to be, a skinny blonde or something like that. And that's not necessarily how I felt. It wasn't like I felt like I wanted to have long blonde hair and, this perfect body. I just felt like I was taller and more slender. Um, and that's kind of how these beings are. That's kind of how they look like. They have a form, but they are a light body. So it's not really um you know skin color, eye color, hair color. It's not about that. It's not they don't have all of that. So this experience, um Amira, what she does is she puts you into a trance. Oh my God, she's fantastic. Even if you think that you can't do it, you can do it. Trust me. She's so, 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 so great about that. Um, so she puts you into a trance, and then she takes you to a very safe, sorry, I need to have my coffee, very safe place. So where I went, it was this beautiful field, tall grass, flowers, butterflies. And I could feel that I remember saying, I felt like I was a ghost, but not a ghost. Like, how a ghost, they have a form, they're like white, you know, that's how I felt, but I knew I wasn't a ghost. So that's what I was. I was a Lemurian. And I was that fifth dimensional body, that light body. Oh my God, it was so beautiful. And so I'm standing there, and then I feel these things in my hands. And I look down, and I have these orbs in my hands, these crystal, like quartz spheres, is the only thing closest I can place it to. And so what I have been experiencing in my life, my day-to-day life, excuse me, I have all this energy talking about this, and energy comes out in burps for me. So, I just lost my train of thought for a second when I was talking about burping. So, let's see, where was I? Oh, goodness gracious. I'm so fascinated by this experience that it just sometimes I like, I don't know, I freeze up. But anyways, okay. So the orbs, the crystal orbs. So what I have been feeling in my day-to-day life is I am a very, very warm person internally. I run hot. And I get migraines all the time, especially since I've been going down this spiritual journey. And I don't know if that's related or not, but I've been extreme migraines. And I notice when I have a migraine, my body cools right down. So what I learned is the heat in my body, that's my light body. That's the energetic body that's inside this human body. That's the consciousness that my soul, I guess you can say, that's my soul. And because I'm new, my soul is new to this earth, or hasn't been on this earth in a very, very long time, it's not used to it. It's not used to It's very hard. So I get migraines all the time. And then when I get those migraines, I cool right down because that's the energetic body, like, kind of shutting down for the most part. It's like my body is going too much, and it like freaks out, and I get a migraine, and everything just kind of shuts down for a while. So I always get really cold when I get a migraine. It was always just a very weird experience, and it's so cool to know why now. I mean, I don't like that I have migraines, but it's very interesting to know why. So I'm holding in this trance, in this vision, I'm holding these orbs. Um, and I start to feel this energy go into my hands. And at first I just thought it was because I was holding these orbs. I thought it was the feeling of holding the orbs. But I felt the energy move into my wrists, into my arms, up my arms, into my shoulders, into my chest, and then throughout. It was a very slow process. I mean, it took almost this whole trance for it to go through my whole body, but oh my God, it was such a very cooling energy, which is what I needed because I run so hot all the time. So then I'm standing in this field. I'm holding on to these orbs. I'm feeling the energy, this very cooling, beautiful energy come from these orbs into my body. And then I start to see figures come up to me. And they are light beings as well. But I remember saying it was almost as if I had sunglasses on because they weren't as bright as they should have been. Like, I knew they were supposed to be brighter, but I had some sort of like lens over my eyes that makes everything not so bright. So like sunglasses. It was really weird. So they were just like so happy to see me. They were like, "Oh my God, you finally came." And I think at that point they started explaining the orbs, that they would help me feel better. And I need to come and do that meditation, go there, hold on to those orbs as much as I possibly can. And that's going to help eventually. I mean, I've got to take some medicines for my migraines right now because it's just so intense. But after a while, I should not need to take medicines. I should be able to go into that meditative state, hold those orbs, cool my body down that way rather than fritzing out and getting a migraine. So we'll see. Hopefully that works. And then I remember them saying, I always want to say her. I don't know if it was like a mother. They're not labels. There are no labels there. Amira asked if I had a name. And I knew I had an identity, like I was different from everybody else, but I didn't have like a name. And what it was we know each other by our frequency. That's, and everything is kind of like telepathically conveyed or spoken. I mean, we can speak, but most everything is just kind of like conveyed telepathically. So they asked me to come with them to Telos. So amazing. So like the next moment I'm walking down this like roadway, like this corridor, maybe, I don't know what to call it. I felt like it was floating, but I wasn't floating. It was this long, like concrete, but not concrete, walkway, and it had some sort of like gate or fence along the side of it. And I'm walking down, and I remember that I've had visions of walking down this before, and I'm walking down and I look at my hands, and I'm looking at my parent next to me, and I just always thought we were walking towards a temple, so I thought I was going. It was a remembrance of going to the temple for a healing. And maybe I have before, but this specific time, it was so amazing. I was going there to come here. That was the moment. I went back to the moment where I decided to come here to this earth. I started crying. It was so beautiful. Everybody, all the beings around me were just so happy and so supportive and comforting, and we're going to be here for you, and we're going to help you navigate this, and you're going to help so many people wake up. And that's, I got goosebumps. And that's what I'm supposed to do, is help other people remember their light, remember where they came from, remember that they chose to be here and chose to have these experiences, and meet their family, their spiritual family, I guess I'm going to call them. You can call them, I've heard people call them galactic family, star family. I think I'm just going to go with spiritual family, because I think that can encompass everything. I guess they all can encompass everything. Whatever, call it whatever you want to call it. Your guides, whatever. That's what I am meant to do. So I am going to be following this path full on. I am so excited. I am so ready to go. I sat there with them in their love. They were so happy that I finally came. They're like, you've done so much in this life. And I can still, I want to cry. They're still saying, you've done so much in your human life. Gone through so much without even knowing that we are here. They're so proud of me. And they're so proud of everybody who's here, everybody who's going through everything, is they realize how difficult it is not remembering. They're watching us. Oh my God, I'm going to cry. They're watching us not remember. They're watching us struggle. And they're just waiting for us to remember, to go back and just remember. That's the first part. Just remember. They love us. They love all of us. They are here for all of us. They are rooting us on. They are so compassionate. They see all the struggles that we go through, and they so want us to know that they feel us. They love us through all of it. So that's what I am meant here to do. Meant to do here. So I'm going to be following that path wholeheartedly. This experience was so amazing to me. If you ever want to do something like that, I seriously recommend contacting Amira. She's wonderful. I'm going to be learning this myself, so I'll be able to do this. Um, it's just amazing. I don't have the right words, but for now, this is it. I hope you enjoyed this story. I hope it sparked something in you or resonated with you, or maybe you know someone who it can resonate with. Maybe if you are experiencing a lot of discomfort in this life, that could be why. Maybe it's because your soul, your light body is new here. We're all here to help this ascension process and to help everybody remember who they are and their connection to God or source or oneness or whatever you want to call it. So that's it for now. This is 21 minutes, so I don't think I'll be able to put it on Instagram. So it will be on YouTube. I love you all. I hope you all have a great day. And stay tuned for more amazing experiences and tips that I might have, anything like that. So I love you all. Thank you. Bye. Mwah.